Hi, everybody. It is February 4th, and it's again one of those days that I turn to the scripture to find God. Not that He hasn't been all around me, but just nothing is just, slap me in the face kind of thing that God is here. So again, always find Him in the scripture. And the more I'm doing this with the focus of finding God, the more amazing it has been to me how He shows up and where He shows up. As you know, I've been kind of going through Psalms, which is just replete with encouragement and go get them. I'm on your side. I'll take down your enemies and all that good stuff. And as I was going through, I got to the 23rd Psalm, which, at first I didn't even necessarily realize that's where I was, but it's, one of my favorite, because in this, I think God has always spoken to me, specifically in 23. No, not that part. That's the one, 23:5. The part where it says, "You prepare a table before me in the presence of my enemies. You anoint my head with oil. My cup overflows." I have always felt that God has singled me out and allowed my cup to overflow. I have always felt blessings heaped on me. And maybe it's my outlook because, it's not like I grew up rich, grew up really poor, electricity's cut off here, phone is cut off here. My parents were divorced. My dad was kind of alcoholic and absentee. And yet I have always felt that my cup runneth over, that God has given me tons of blessings every day. And usually when I start my prayers, it's always starting with thank you for this blessing, that blessing. Before anything else, I always come into His presence with thanksgiving. It's biblical. And so that has just always stuck with me. And so when I got to the 23rd Psalm, I just knew it was coming, and I started smiling just at that fact. And it's just, my cup does runneth over like crazy. The blessings bestowed on me are too many to count. And so I thank God for that daily. And that's a beautiful thing. If you can never start to think, how do I talk to God? Start with your blessings. And if you're like, I have no blessings, there's nothing, you know what? You're alive. He gives you the air you breathe. He gives you the body that you're in, the people in your life, there's something. The food that you eat, any money that you spend, your very being. And He holds that precious. And even though it may not seem that like that, if you're thankful for everything, then everybody has their cup running over. Mine gushes, though. It just gushes. So hopefully you can find Him in that too, because it's a wonderful place to be. Keep looking, because He's there.